Strange nature, don't feel your tether. Strange to feel anything at all. Strange knowing the circle goes forever. It's hard to tell if I...
Now this structure is different than this structure. This structure is earth bag, and this structure is papercrete. And
yeah, the bottom is earth section is earth bag, and this dome, this part here is papercrete.
So then walking into the front door here.
She hates Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
So we were at one of the get-togethers the first Sunday of every the first Sunday of every month. There's a get-together out here. It's open to everybody. It's just a little potluck get-together where you can come and see and have this type of building explained to you. And she was going to have us tear this guy apart, but there weren't enough people last time, so we were kind of saving it. And the tile work is all Marcia's. Marcia's a tile artist as well as a mud artist. All the tile work is hers. She does a lot of bugs and insects.
I believe this was
This was her mentor, Nader Khalili. And he's done a lot of these earth bag things in third world countries where there were disasters and different things, so people could easily easily build shelter after
emergencies
and different things
disasters.
like that.
Yeah. So this is just one of her pods here, and this is the sleeping area
This
here?
is the sleeping area.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah, go in there and check it out.
Get Trump out of the way.
yeah. And this is what it looks like without the plaster on. These are the earth bags that are laid on a foundation.
It's got a lot of pictures of the whole process here.
And so she teaches people kind of like how to do this.
She actually employed high school boys, big strong ones, and they helped her do this, and now those high school boys are in their 20s and mid-20s, and they're helping out other people doing the same kind of thing. She brings people out, like exchange students, and they work out in her gardens, which we'll show you later. And basically her message is the same as ours, that there's an easy, simple way to do things, and this is one method. It's different from the method we used, but they're all good and they're all doable, and you can do them yourself. So
are there more parts to the house?
Yeah.
Cool.
You tell them.
Yeah, this here is just a little substructure she built, just kind of a storage thing, and there's some different techniques she used on here, fibrous adobe and things like that. And then she made a little outdoor kitchen thing, which is papercrete. She did her metal structure a lot stronger than mine, and so and then it's plastered over, and then she's tiling it all. It's just protected from the wind and stuff.
Right. It's got the sun
got her
oven
little solar oven here, and
this is the area
snake
off
gate
the
there,
kitchen,
so hopefully the snakes don't come in here.
where she uses her solar oven out here, and the solar oven is strictly powered by the sun. It's just a reflection. We have one, and my rice is cooking in it as we speak, but it gets up to 350, 400, and you can cook food and rice and beans and all kinds of good stuff in there.
That's awesome.
So
cool.
And it just folds up, and
Such a unique looking house.
when you're done.
This is what the fibrous adobe looks like before it's basically, like I said, the papercrete, but instead of putting Portland cement in it, you just put adobe mud in with the paper.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to eventually plaster it.
Right.
Or something.
And if you
So
feel
cool.
adventurous, you can. And this is her garden, and she has grown. She grows wheat. She grows oats. She's grown tepary beans. It looks like she's got elephant garlic planted here now. This is obviously the down season. What you see that looks like corn over there is sorghum. She uses that for her biomass in her composting. A lot of soil was brought in to make this rich and make it good. These are pecan trees that she's actually gotten pecans off of this year.
Nice.
And we do have some pictures inside of when this is just full of food and different beans, and she's...
The cans are just with the bottoms cut out of them to protect the small plants from mice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's called the humanure system. In this thing you have cover material in here,
Yeah.
and then these are the bins, which she switches off like we do with ours, except
Yeah.
it's the humanure, and
Right.
but there's no smell, no flies.
Yeah.
If you do it right,
Right.
it's very
The cover material consists usually of
leaves
straw.
or sawdust or
Yeah.
scraps of wood, things like that.
Right.
And then this is the bathroom itself,
Okay.
which just consists of this box with there's a bucket inside there, and the cover material next to it. So you just do your thing, put the cover material over the top of it. There's no smell, no flies. And then
Awesome.
when the bucket's full, you dump it over here and cover it. And
Yeah.
Mostly what she uses her humanure for are her trees
trees
and
and
her
stuff,
plants.
Yeah.
you could use them on your food, but she doesn't. She
People-
uses them
Right.
on trees and
People
stuff.
shy away from that.
People kinda-
There's a wonderful book called The Humanure Handbook, and that it explains exactly how to do this process. And she's followed that book pretty much to the T. And
Right.
it is usable. I mean, the humanure can be used on vegetables and stuff, but
Sure.
a lot of people kind of at that, so
Right.
she doesn't.
Do you know how much, like, an approximate cost that she spent to really do this, or?
She's been at this for a long time, and because she lives in town, she doesn't really live out here.
Okay.
So she kind of does things.
Yeah.
As
You know, she gets a lot of projects going at once, and
Right.
And that is something that I'm sure she'd be happy to answer on her website, because
Okay.
we don't really have a rundown on cost and
Okay.
and the cost over years, because she did take a longer time than we took because she had another home to go to. So
Okay.
that would be, I'm sure, something she'd be happy to answer on
Okay.
her website.
So is she looking to move here permanently, or is this just kind of like?
This is a getaway. She's
Okay.
really interested in expanding her food growing potential, so that she may have other gardens.
I'm
Over,
not sure if she ever plans to live out here permanently, but
No,
she wants to
probably-
have it just for the teaching thing. And
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's
Cool.
other projects in the works. This is the bathroom for right now, but she's going to have an actual shower room. She's going to incorporate this bathtub.
I think she plans to make another dome, right?
Yeah,
over here
another
somewhere.
dome right about where the wheelbarrow
Okay.
is. This will be the center of the dome, and then it goes out, I think, 12 feet.
There's different ways where they use to measure the shape of it, because it's not like a dome, it's more like a parabolic thing,
Okay.
shape
Yeah.
to it.
Right.
Yeah, she's used several different shapes.
There's
She's
different techniques they use
used
to
the arch
measure.
in the kitchen and then the dome.
Awesome.
But this will be a bath area with a shower and a toilet and that bathtub. These are water storage tanks. I don't think the big one is hooked up yet, but this one is hooked up to her roof. This is the pump house that houses her wellhead and the pump.
Yeah.
And this is a plastic.
This is a straw bale structure here.
It's a fake spider.
Yeah. Every time I see that, it really
Oh.
Yeah, and that's just kind of her pump house and storage,
Oh, okay.
pressure tanks in there. And
Yeah.
And this has a foundation of rock that goes down below the surface here. And
Okay.
it's important with straw bale to get your structure up off the ground level because of absorption of moisture and mold. You don't want any mold in
Right.
a straw bale.
I think she's working on now like another little storage area.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also going to have an outdoor kitchen here because she does bring students in, and she's going to fix up this little trailer so that people can stay overnight. And on the next level of project, this will have walls. There'll be a stove out here and an outdoor area for workers. What's the name of that program where they but there's people that come from other countries and they do different things.
Like an
and she-
exchange almost.
Woofers.
Yeah, woofers.
She does woofer programs, and so they come out and they learn how to make a foundation.
Yeah.
The last group did this earth bag thing, and then this year they worked out in the garden and willowed wheat and did different things with the different things.
That's awesome.
Over here are the arches that were used for
Forms for the
windows.
arches on the windows.
Okay, well,
Cool.
that's pretty much this building.
Cool. Is there anything else that, I think that's pretty much it.
About it. This is called urbanite, and that is
Broken
just
concrete.
it's just broken concrete, but
People get in
it's
and make pathways and stuff. With
Yeah.
it's another way to recycle something that would just go in the landfill. She's
Right.
used a lot of that for her patio down there.
Mhm.
She's used it around, and eventually this will come this
Yeah.
way. This is the wheat that she grew, and here's it being willowed down here and separating the chaff from the stalk. So
Awesome.
this is her,
Her yield.
yeah. And this gives you an idea of the difference from what you're seeing today. But this is all beans. These are all temporary beans. This is Marcia, and she's standing in front of grain. It's an ancient grain, and she had quite a crop of that.
Absolutely.
And this is where she's cut her beans, and she puts them on tarps, and then she will let them dry, and then you shake them and get the beans off the.
You make the vault things like that, or you can do the domes,
Right.
or you can actually make a standard house with the earth bags. Just like stack them like bricks.
Right.
But you can actually, and this is a really good example of you can build one dome and then add on through hallways or other means to enlarge your house as it becomes possible.
Sure.
So these are just different
Domes that
domes that she's worked on or gone to see, and they can be very fancy and they can
Right.
be very simple.
Gotcha. This isn't your house. This is Marcia's house.
This is Marcia Gibbons' house,
So-
and she's our neighbor. She lives probably about 4 miles from us as the crow flies. The first Sunday of every month from about 10:30 in the morning till about 1:30 in the afternoon. It's open house here for anyone that's interested and wants to come. It's a random potluck, and we sit around and we talk about building and help people get started. And we'd love to have people come out and visit and
Learn some more sustainable ways of building a house, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. So I will put Marcia's website down below, and people can check that out if they have any questions for her. Thanks for showing us around. And
well, Marcia thanks you. We thank you, and we just love to see this kind of building grow and become what it could be, and help people have a home.
right.
That's kind of our goal. Is everybody should be able to have a house
Yeah. And in an affordable way that.
in an affordable way that doesn't break you, that you can do little by little and still, live on your property and enjoy your life.
Absolutely. Cheers. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and Marcia Gibbons thanks you as well.
Strange nature, don't feel your tether. Strange to feel